So from out of nowhere question, my bad.
Nah, it's good. Nah, I never did no pimping. You know what I'm saying? But the Mac came from when I was locked up in 2002. I was on C9. I was a C95 on Rikers Island. I landed me in the house 11 lower. 11 lower was all ran by a Mac Baller house. There was a new gang called the Mac Baller BRIMS, right? And it was brand new. They was like a couple months in, like maybe a year in or something, but they was brand new. They probably had like 40 people on the roster. And on Rikers Island, 20 of them was in that house because they was pulling everybody in that house. And they landed me in that house. Just you know what I mean? I pulled up. And then one of the people that I was locked up with in juvie before, he was Mac now. So as soon as I pulled up, he like, yo, pull up, it's lit. So he remember like when I was in juvie shit, I was used to get the bag. You know what I'm saying? Like even at a young age, I used to have shorties come bring me the bag. In juvie, I was doing that.
That's right.
So he was like, oh, it's lit. Like I know my boy smoke. So as soon as I pulled up, you know what I'm saying? I had a shorty pull up from the bag. You know what I'm saying? So like boom. Now the Mac Ballers, they was like focused on, you know, at that point they was focused on everybody get money. You know what I'm saying? And there's like a fraction of people that get money, and there's a fraction of people that get busy. You know what I'm saying?
You better not be no crip coming up in that thing. I heard about it.
Yeah, they was on it. They was on it. You know what I'm saying? They were, yeah. And so when I pulled up, they was like, oh, he Mac material, bro. Like, we need to get him to be Mac. You know what I'm saying? And then I was fighting already. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, everybody knew I wasn't no punk. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
At all. So then when I pulled up, everybody was trying to get me to be Mac Baller. You know what I'm saying? All of them. But I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I just felt like that wasn't really, that's not me. You feel me? Like now, if I grew up around it, and I grew up in New York, I never felt like Blood and Crip was our thing. I never felt like
welcome
that.
to Facts Over Feelings podcast. Because for a West Coast person to say that, it would sound like I'm making attacks. But we know those that are aware 30 and up know what the cultures were prior to what it is now. But go ahead, you can keep breaking that down.
Yeah, because, you know, like I told you, I was in the system since 8 years old. So when I was in the system, there wasn't no Bloods and Crips. Like, you know what I'm saying? And when it started coming about, everybody that I was around and all the people that was like, you know what I mean? Like that I was getting game from or whatever, we all agreed. I shared the outlook of, you know, that's not really a New York thing. You feel me? So when that was brought to me, and plus also I'm Chinese, and I was in the whole Chinese gang, and I'm like, I ain't trying to be something.
You stood on shit.
Yeah, I stood on mine. So I never joined the gang, but I never joined no Bloods, nothing. But
it was your folks.
But they was my folks.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I get it lit with them. Like if even all the way up to my last year of getting locked up, I had an affinity. Affinity with the Max, because you know what I mean. So like,
you think they respect you more for not being a follower and just being a friend, an ally?
Definitely, because I do it neutral.
But people don't realize on the opposite side of courage often is something to celebrate. It's so fearful a lot of times. You don't realize that typically it's not as bad as you thought it was. But go ahead.
Right. Yeah. I just didn't really, you know what I mean? So I was like, nah, I don't want to lean on no gang, bro. Like, I'm going to just do this by myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do this by myself. I don't want nobody.
Every time down the line through your stretch where you second guess and it was like you kind of wish maybe I should have, or you always felt like
never.
It was.
Only time I felt like that was like, you know, people was trying to, like, I seen like people that I was coming up with that was like young boys we was young coming up, and they had hoods and they had status, and I was just like, damn, I could have definitely been past him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at people like, damn, you wasn't even like that.